Hi everyone, welcome to e-learning. Okay, so um, right. So as I'm talking right now, I would like you to have the textbook with you and turn to page 51. Okay, so 51. So what we're going to see today is business objectives and stakeholders objective. Okay, so if you look at page 51, there are actually six different business objectives. Okay, starting from business survivals, profit, return to shareholders, growth of the business, market share, and service to the society. Okay, now let's turn to the next page. Okay, so survival, first objective. I would like you to emphasize that not all company will have the same objective. Okay, the reason why I'm saying so is because at that point of time, that particular company would have a different objective. For example, survival. Okay, so who do you think, which sort of company would set survival as their business objective? Who? Okay, so if you would have guessed it right, companies who is not making enough revenue, companies who's not enough making profit. So they are the one who will be setting their objective as survival. Okay, for example, Mars Airlines. Okay, Mars Airlines has been undergoing loss for more than a decade. Okay, so Mars Airlines has set their objective as survival. Survival means they want to be in the aviation industry as long as they could. Okay, so that is on survivals, right? And also, um, company who's actually in the survival zone, they will be feel pressured by the new competitors. So when AirAsia came into the aviation industry, that's where Mars Airlines started to feel the pressure, the tension to perform well than their competitor, which is AirAsia. Okay, right. So moving on profits. So um, so as we all know, there's actually two sectors. One is public sector, and another one is private sector. Okay, so private sectors companies mainly focus on profits. Okay, so the reason why profit is needed is because they would like to pay a return to the owner of a business. So if you are starting a company, definitely you want to make a profit. Why? Because you have invested your time, you have invested your capital in it. Definitely you would want a return, which would be the profit. Okay, and then that profit can also provide as a finance in the future. Okay, so bear in mind is to pay the owner and to provide finance. Okay, then third objective would be return to the shareholders. Okay, so why do you think shareholders need a return? So imagine yourself as an investor, you are investing in a company which is in public limited. Okay, so when you invest, you are buying their shares. When you're buying their shares, you would expect some return. Okay, and that return is in the form of dividend. Okay, so uh, how do shareholders get more return? How do shareholders get more return from the company? So let's say, for example, you are buying, for example, Petronas shares. So you would expect a higher return. So Petronas need to ensure that they are performing well in the business. Okay, uh, by two way, increasing profit and increasing their share prices. Okay, it's stated in your page 52. Okay, I hope that is clear. Moving on, the next objective would be the growth objective. So mainly, if you look into the points which is listed in the textbook, uh, business who is actually in the growth objective would want to make the business larger. When say moving into a bigger scale, moving from labor intensive to capital intensive. So this sort of things. Okay, how do they do that? They make jobs more secure. Okay, they make jobs more secure if the business is larger. Okay, and and also they once the company is going through a growth um, time of period, so managers and employees can expect a hike up in the salaries. Okay, and obtaining higher market share from growth in sales, um, and also achieving economies of scale. Economies of scale means you want to produce more and at the same time you will reduce the cost. Okay, so which will definitely make the cost of production much more cheaper, and employees sorry and companies will definitely enjoy higher profit margin. Okay, so that is a little. Next objective is market share. So market share simply means that, for example, let's say Starbucks. Starbucks is a coffee chain industry. So assuming Starbucks has about 40% of coffee chain industry in Malaysia, so that literally means that Starbucks has the um, share market of 40% between their competitors. For example, Starbucks has 40%, Coffee Bean has 20%, and others have remaining, okay, percentage. So that is what meant by market share. Okay. Um, so definitely increasing market share. Page 53, it says that it gives a business a good publicity. Higher the market share, higher the publicity. Okay. And if you are the largest player in the market, you have an advantage, which is you can have an upper hand on your suppliers. So meaning say suppliers are depending on you. Okay, so let's say Starbucks, they need raw materials, coffees to write coffee beans. So see, I'm as a coffee bean supplier, I know that I have to keep a good relationship with Starbucks, because why Starbucks is my main source of income. They are my major customers. Okay, so this is on market share. And lastly is providing services to a community. So mainly there's a new key term here. Please remember social enterprise. Okay, enterprise means company. So social enterprise is a company which is not profit driven. They would want to serve to the society. However, they need profit to sustain the company. Okay, for example, they need profit to actually pay their workers. They need profit to pay their costs, their rents, electricity bills, and so on and so forth. Okay, but social enterprise objective would be to serve the society. Okay, so that is on social enterprise. For example, WHO, UNICEF, PETA. Okay, right. Oof. Right. I think that's all for today lesson. Um, right. If you look at page 54, okay, there's activity 5.1. Um, can you please do that? Okay, in your exercise book, activity 5.1. I believe you have done short notes on business objectives, right? Which is good. Okay, moving on before the next class, can you look at page 55? Okay, there's a table there. I would like you to summarize that table in your exercise book. Okay, this table is very important. Okay, right, okay. Few updates on what is happening in our country. So there's movement restrictions which has been imposed by our prime minister. So as a teacher, I would like to advise you to stay at home as much as possible. Do not go out unless it's needed. Um, so stay safe, and let's hope, let's pray that this situation will end really, really soon. Okay, so I see you all in the next lesson. Ciao.